You guys have been eating up the first 3 parts of this series, so I figured I'd keep it going, and I'm going to try to do one of these once a week until you guys get tired of them. So if you have any ideas for more lists, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be talking about my 8 favorite recolors throughout Apex's history right now. Let me know if you agree with the list or if you would add anything to it as the video goes along. But that's long enough for an intro, so with that out of the way, let's get straight into these 8 skins. First up is the Thorned Rose for the Flatline. Now this is a pretty wacky recolor of the Hazard Legendary skin, and is so vibrant and amazing. The pink and green coloration gives it such a cool pop. The item was in the store on July 12th of 2019, and quite surprisingly, I don't really see many people with it. I guess it's either pretty rare or people don't like it nearly as much as I do, because I don't think I've even seen this skin once out and about in the real world. Next up on the list is the Body Snatcher Triple Take skin, and fun fact, this recolor is actually named after the 1945 movie which bears the same name. Unfortunately though, the movie doesn't have anything to do with aliens. It's actually just a guy who hires a taxi cab driver to dig up dead bodies. The skin is very extraterrestrial looking. It's the exclusive version of the Invader legendary skin, and just like its predecessor, is otherworldly. However, I like the Body Snatcher a lot more due to its bright super neon green which glows in the dark, which means that if you have the skin out and you go into an area that's pretty dark, you will see those little tubes that connect the chamber to whatever energy source powers the triple take, and they will glow in the dark. Overall, the skin is just so cool looking, and it reminds me a lot of the weapons in Mass Effect. It has a very like alien kind of look to it and shape. Third on the list, let's talk about the Blue Beast RE45 skin, and while it may originally remind you of Mr. Beast's logo, I don't think that was the original intent. This is one of the few skins that costs 10,500 legend tokens on this list. I believe there are only 2 or 3 others, and this was released during the Wraith Voidwalker event. It's a reskin of the Predator legendary skin. I don't know what specifically makes me so attracted to it, but it gives me some serious Pan's Labyrinth vibes, which I think is part of the reason. The shade of blue just makes it so much more appealing than the original Predator skin, which is super bland. It's literally just black and gray, and a very dark gray at that. Not a very attractive or appealing skin, but the blue and the light gray really work well together and makes a super cool outline of the monster on the side of the gun. Now let's talk about the Northern Lights Peacekeeper skin. It's probably the most commonly owned skin among the 8, or at least it's the one that I see the most around the map or off dead bodies or when somebody drops it somewhere, something like that. As you can see, it has the Aurora Borealis down along the stock, which is super pretty, and the neon green really makes it stand out. The skin is just so much cooler than the Superstar, which is the original legendary that it hails from, and it looks totally amazing. Like the Body Snatcher, I believe this also lights up in the dark, which is just another cool feature. So if you have it, go test it out. Go in the firing range into the dark tunnels and see if it glows. Moving to our 5th skin though, let's talk about the Fast Track Devotion skin. It's a recolor of the Nitro Custom and was released on February 23rd alongside the Airship Assassin, making it not only one of the coolest reskins, but also one of the rarest. Releasing just 19 days after the game launched, it's actually very similar to its original skin, the Nitro Custom, except that it's a lot more brightly colored. The blue and orange stand out a lot more, giving it a pretty sexy Hot Wheels look in my opinion. Traveling onward to our next skin though, let's talk about the Pathogen Prowler skin. This skin is the better version of the Bullet Contagion legendary, and quite honestly, there isn't a whole lot to say about this one. It was put in the store on November 9th, and now that I'm sitting here looking at all of these pictures in a row, I'm starting to see that I think my type for recolors is neon green. But I also love the Contagion symbol on the side and the white stripe on the back. It just looks so much better and cleaner than the puke green and rust color on the Bullet Contagion. And at number 7, as always, is my favorite, the best recolor of all time in my opinion, and it is the Totally Gnarly R99 skin. It's a recolor of the Kill Switch and could honestly pass for a Nerf gun. It has the orange tip and the colorful scale pattern on the outside. The light blue is so awesome, and not to mention it has the pay-to-win iron sights. Everything about the skin is just so vibrant and fun. I've been rocking it since the day it dropped back on January 11th, and is in my opinion the best legendary for the R99, because not only does it have the pay-to-win sights, but it also is the only one of the tube R99s that isn't super dark and lame, if you know what I mean. And last but not least, it's the Party Starter Flatline skin. Now this is a recolor of the Lowrider skin, and honestly doesn't even really look like Lowrider, to be honest. As you can see, the original is orange and black with some cool flames, and the Party Starter is all different kinds of purple, pink, and blues. It's so unnecessarily bright and vibrantly colored that I love it. I unfortunately don't have this skin or really any good flatline skins, which is super sad to me. I feel like I've missed all the cool ones that have ever been in the store. It's my list though, so let me know if you agree or not. What are your favorite exclusives? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go find some old 2014 Markiplier video to distract me from the fact that all American sports are canceled for the next month, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow, but until then, take it easy.